YouTube? So today, me and my lady just made a purchase of this Bird One scooter. So, if you are planning on purchasing one of these, we're gonna give you an idea of what the unboxing experience is like. You may want to know what's inside, how it looks, is it worth buying, the whole nine. So just to go into a little bit of detail, as you can see, this is the front. This specific Bird One scooter, it has a mile range of up to 25 miles. So you can go about 25 miles riding this bad boy. We can expect from this. As far as speed, the speed is up to 18 miles an hour, and the weight limit is about 220 pounds. So 220 is the max for this Bird One scooter. Those are some of the pros before I flip the box to the back side. I will add to that this one does not fold as far as a con, actually. So the pros, I've went over a few of them, and one of the cons is that it does not fold, at least not to my knowledge. So we're gonna flip this to the back. Let me see, is there anything on the sides that y'all might. Specs on the side, I'm actually gonna read it to y'all and show you this side while I read this side. So the side you're looking at, I'm not reading, guys. Someone has a photo. This side, it pretty much just has a few more of the specs for it. So again, up to 25-mile range, up to 18 miles an hour, 220-pound weight limit. This one also has Bluetooth and cellular connectivity. And I'm not sure if it has a speaker. I don't think it has any type of audio or anything like that. This is leading up to the next feature. I think this Bluetooth and cellular connectivity is more so for the GPS, because it's GPS enabled with tracking support with a 12-month limited warranty. Now, some of the additional specs are the braking. It has regenerative front motor and rear drum. It is IP34 splash resistant. Not too sure on the rating of everything, but it's IP34 if you want to look into that. The wheels are 9 inches. It's semi-solid pneumatic tires. When I was checking the specs, I think it was online, it says, I think it actually has it on the back, but these pneumatic tires, it helps reduce with flats. So you're really not supposed to get flats with this, which is a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're looking to make a purchase of your scooter, you also want to consider if you want to go with air inflated tires or maybe like a pneumatic tire or something like that. If it's air inflated, just be aware that you may catch a flat or so. And that's pretty much that as far as the tires. The batteries is 12,800 mAh. Charging, it does have a power supply unit with the charging cable. The length is about 43 inches, 43.2 inches. The width is 18 and a quarter, so 18.25 inches. The height is 46.80 inches, and this bad boy weighs a grand total of 38.6 pounds. It is quite a bit of a workout, especially if you're carrying, if you're carrying yours and your ladies, definitely a nice workout. It's about 80 pounds between the two scooters. So maybe that will go on the cons. This thing is pretty heavy. Again, I don't see anything for the Bird One model showing that it folds. So yeah, we'll see about that. But guys, this thing, ladies and gentlemen, this thing weighs a good amount. So please be ready to get a workout just transporting it by hand. Real quick, it kind of just shows you that you know, it has other features, the Ultimate Riding Companion. It comes with the Bird app. Bluetooth connectivity, built-in GPS, makes it easy to start, track, and lock with just one tap. So you literally can get off your scooter. You know, let's say you're commuting around the city or the park, wherever you are with it, and you want to go into a store. With the app, you can actually lock your scooter and track it as well. So you could assure that nobody will at least be to ride it. If they did take your scooter, then you could at least track the scooter and at least see where it's going, because I don't think they can shut it off unless it just dies. But that is one of the main selling points that got me personally to invest in this model, because of the tracking features. You can lock it, and the tires. It says made for comfort, semi-solid pneumatic wheels, means no flat tires, and shock absorbing performance, plus a smooth, comfortable ride. The structural durability. So that's pretty much it as far as the specs. I'll start off with this one right here. They're all the same color, by the way. I do know online you can choose your color. For these, we actually got a pretty good deal. It is the month of November right now, and we're getting around Black Friday. I was able to get a really good deal on these bad boys, on these two Bird One scooters. Not necessarily because I bought two, time and stuff, but I think these run, the store said the MSRP, or the manufacturer suggested retail price, was about $1,300 for these scooters. We were able to get them for about $700. Is the pricing. If you are watching was curious on it, the MSRP, or manufacturer's suggested retail price, is gonna go for about, it's in the store, it was $1,300. We were able to get this one from BrandsMart. So we found these at BrandsMart, and I actually got them for a steal. We were able to get them for about $700. So I did look online too, and it was about, I think, $1,000 on the direct website. But some pros to, if you paying a little bit higher, because you're probably not going to get the same deal for these bad boys. However, if you do choose to purchase it online, like if you could wait, because I kind of wanted to get mine now, and plus the discounts, but if you could wait a little bit, they have an assortment of colors online. I believe they have pink, right? They have pink.
Yeah, they have like a pinky, like a pinkish one, and then they have black and white.
So pink, black,
that's
white.
That's on the actual wall, at the Bird website, though.
So on the Bird website, they have, I guess, about 3 assorted colors that you can get. The store only had white, which is good enough for me. I just need a scooter. So here it goes. We just open the top. Now I'm gonna lean this one to the side, because you kind of could pull it out, but I'm just gonna flip it upside down. Push this back a little bit. I'm gonna hold this other part. Goes in here. All right. That was a success. Nothing went crazy. And then I'm just gonna slide this up at an angle.
You got it? You want me to hold the box? You can hold the actual.
Yeah, now you can do it one person. It helps if you have two. It does, it's always, two hands is always better than one, but you can't do it with one person. If you have a friend or something, you can get them involved. Okay, so here we are. So now, one thing right off the bat that I realized, very, very, very solid, and that explains why it's so expensive.
Craftsmanship is probably awesome.
Craftsmanship seems very, very good for it. I'm gonna lay this on the side. It's a little less heavy without the box, obviously. Not too much, but I think the weight is for it without the box, obviously. They probably weighed it out of the box. Alright, and she is finishing up that portion. Are there any screws in here?
In the box, there's nothing in the box.
Doesn't seem like there's too much things in here. It has a sticker. To avoid serious injury, the 3 collar screws must be tightened securely before riding at all times. So there's 3 screws. Apparently, you have to tighten it. So we have a little handy dandy box.
And then let me put this.
Yep.
There's the charger there.
All right, and we have this thing right here.
There, yeah.
All right. Welcome to your one and only Bird One. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bird One model. I didn't know if they have a better model than this one, but this is the one that looks like that's supposed to be their flagship or their best one. So in the box, we have a charger. Okay, so it does include the charger. This is the actual charging piece right here, the adapter, and then we have the plug cable for it. Everything's included, of course, because how excited would we be if it was missing that? We have an Allen wrench, and then we have an additional screw for it too. So it does seem pretty simple to put together. Again, it does have some weight. Man, the weight is pretty. The weight is up there, that's for sure. I mean, again, you know, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta remember that this is about 40 pounds. So just the base alone is like the bulk of everything. I do want to say that the top part is not too heavy, but the base part is pretty pretty weighty. So all right, so looks like, let me see. All right, gotta be careful too, because this pole, I'm actually gonna lean it to the side. Now, one thing about the white model I want to point out, the white model is probably gonna get dirty because I just unboxed it and it already has some dings and scratches and things like that. So if you're looking to get a model, one of these models, and they have the white one, if you want it to look really nice and stuff, you might want to keep in mind that it could get dirty.
Yeah.
So let me flip this around because I think this part goes around. Did I do this right?
I don't think so. I don't think he did.
Huh?
I don't think he did. It's supposed to go. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Maybe push it down.
Oh. If y'all having problems, just know I do too. I'm trying to figure out why. Okay. Oh, now. Okay. So this is
Do you
like.
need a hole or anything?
Nah. I'm just not trying to damage these wires. So when you're lifting this scooter and you're doing this part, I would suggest you use the kickstand. The scooter is in the right direction. I'm actually gonna look at the box. Okay, so I'm gonna point this out for y'all. I actually have it on properly.
So there's no manual?
I'm not sure, but men don't really look at manuals.
Yeah.
We don't really look at manuals. I don't know if I'm the only one. I look at the manuals, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, there's nothing in
9 times out of 10. Either way, this one doesn't look like it came with one, so back to the basics, I guess I should say. But I wanted to point out there's this lip. You much see it. All you have to do is follow the box. But this back lip right here, this is like a splash guard to protect the actual scooter or so. So make sure this is facing you, this lip part. And then the shorter part should be towards the front, if that makes sense. I don't know if y'all can see what I mean. And then the light obviously faces away from us, because why would we need to see the light facing us? You know, doesn't make sense. So I just sat it on here. Looks like that's what you do.
Let me hold this part. Yeah.
You just sit it. I'm just gonna push it down a little bit. Let me see. Lifts up. Okay. So.
Is it in all the way yet? I still don't even think it's yeah, it's supposed to go here. So you can screw in. Keep going, keep going.
Alright, so this may not be as easy as expected to put together. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright. So this is not something that you may not want to take it apart and take it apart like that.
Yeah. Why is it already so dirty?
So we are pretty much set. If anything, we'll probably just cover anything not covered, and while I'm doing the second one. But this other part is pretty simple. The tips I can give to everybody is, first things first, make sure the light is pointing away from you. Like if you're on the scooter, make sure the light is pointing this way. because the last thing you want is to set the scooter up, tighten it, everything, and it's the wrong way. Because, like I said, this front lip piece at the bottom, the longer part is supposed to be towards you. And the shortest part is supposed to be facing away. So the shortest part faces away as well as the light. Just make sure, and then also make sure you're very gentle if you put it in the wrong way with pulling it up, so you don't pull it up and pop the wires. You'd probably be very mad because these are expensive. So be very careful with that. And there is this hole right here, because 3 of the screws are already in and 1 is not. It's going to be pretty self-explanatory when you stick it in. It should go down very easily and align with the hole for you to stick this, for you to screw in this screw with this Allen wrench that they provide. Everything is working pretty good so far. Alright, so it's set. Now we charge it and plug it in. So the charging port is right here, because there's no instructions. It's right here. It's on the side. It's on the left side, same side as the kickstand. And I'm just gonna plug it in. Hopefully I don't have to do anything else.
Gonna be explaining the same exact thing. This part is already all the way down already? Or no?
Nope.
Not yet. Alright. Go ahead. It's almost there. Okay, it's good.
Fuck, it's not lying.
Yeah, it's not aligned to it. Okay, there it goes.
No,
Is
it's
that
not.
it?
No.
Oh, it's the metal thing under here. Why do they do this like this?
Use a screwdriver to separate the metal piece. If this happens to you, there's a little metal thing. It has to line up a certain way.
Yeah.
For some reason, they didn't. This is probably not the best design, in my opinion, because I gotta grab gloves and stuff to get extra grip to make sure I could turn this properly. You might need a glove or so. The way this is set up, probably not the best. I wouldn't say it's the worst though, but it's not that hard to fix. Like I just used this screwdriver. This little metal thing right here, sometimes it gets stuck up there and it's not aligned, so you can't screw in the other screw. So what you want to do is you can use this screwdriver, preferably a flathead. This is the first one I could find. Just stick it on this lip. There's a little lip, and then you got to gently pull this part. So you push down on this lip, gently pull up on this to separate them. And then I'm just gonna use a glove. Actually got these from the dollar store that have some grip. I'm just gonna hold this other part just to lift it up. The white part. Now we have some separation. Now I'm gonna spin this, and then we could
Spin it into the hole.
Now we properly can line it up.
Yeah. Make sure all the holes are aligned.
All right.
All right, and then you push this down. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. Okay.
Where are the screws for this one? It's everything together. And now we're all set and ready to rock and roll. So, everyone, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end. For additional note, I want to point out is there are some reflectors on the side. Cool, the lights light up. Has a bell, the throttle right here is the throttle, and it also has these scanner codes right here, these QR codes on the handle. So
this is where it's at, right here.
Yeah, you know, it has a QR. So they have QR codes too, and that's about it, guys. You know, I think we've covered just about everything